Greetings and welcome to the next episode of my Minecraft 1.10 Let's Play. And as you may have gathered, we're back over in the rural district today, and the hope is to come up with something small, I think, for the pumpkin patch. I've decided the pumpkin patch needs a house. Now, I don't really want to move these around too much, but I would like to add to them, maybe take them a little bit further down the hill there, pile them up a bit more. But just about here, I'm thinking a little hut for the pumpkin grower. I'll just pop my snazzy hat back on. I've brought the path down. You may have noticed in the intro there, I've been putting some coarse dirt in. I think it helps break the path up a little bit. It was getting a bit too samey with the two blocks. And at some point we're going to need to work out the lighting for around here. And I've got a few ideas for that. And surprise, surprise, the pumpkin patch comes into play on that as well. So I've picked up a few bits and pieces. I've got some logs. I've been down making some bone blocks as well as mending my pick at the same time. And I've picked up the wrong kind of logs. Never mind. At least I'll have plenty of stuff for the roof. So I'm going to go and get myself a bit more organised. I'm going to bring over the bed and a crafting bench and maybe a chest. And then we'll see what we can come up with. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm having some technical issues today. I built this much. I talked while I was doing it, and only the sound came through on the recording. Short of tearing this down and basically repeating it, seeing as it is a pretty much, it's not the most difficult build to get your head round. It's basically a small, almost circular, certainly octagonal building with this front door, but stepped in one just to give it a bit more depth at the front there. And yeah, for some reason it recorded the sound, but all I got was a black page or black video all the way through. So I've lost about 5 minutes of footage, although actually that was cut short by a phone call that I unfortunately had to answer. So, well, live and learn. We'll try this one, and hopefully this will work. Otherwise I'll be coming back going, well, guess what, it broke again, and here's a complete house for you. So fingers crossed that won't be an issue. But in the meantime, we can at least get the roof started and hope for the best. If I have any more problems, I've restarted my machine, I've restarted all the programs, and I have stopped trying to watch the Olympics on mute while I'm building, because I think that was what was causing the problem. It didn't know which video feed to record, so it just picked one, and unfortunately for me it picked neither. So hopefully this will be a slightly kinder recording. I think what I might do is I'll just get this first part of the roof up, and then I'll go and check the footage before I carry on, just to make sure that we're not actually on a hiding to nothing. We shall see. Okay, I think that's the shape I want. I'm going to jump down and have a quick look. It's a little bit narrower than I expected, and of course that stair piece has not gone where I wanted. No, nor has it gone where I wanted there. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I'm going to give it a try, because I don't want this to have quite as steep a roof as these over here, where I've gone straight up a block in the first instance. This time I would rather have it sort of more curved this way, if that makes sense. I'm going to put the white blocks in, the bone blocks in behind this, and see how that looks, if I can. Get rid of that food out of the way. No, I don't want one there. This is going to be a pain to fit in, isn't it? I think the best thing to do would be to put the base of blocks on there, and then we can take the wood out. And oh, actually, I wonder what that would look like with slabs across. Oh, now I'm curious. I'm going to have to make some. I didn't bring any over with me. I don't think I've actually got any spruce slabs kicking about, so let's give this a go, because I think if it's going to step out it needs something up here, but I think stairs will be too much with the roof as well. Do you know what, I think that kind of works. We'll leave it for now and see how we get on with it. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do these diagonals either, but yeah, I'll give them a go. You're in the wrong place, because that's what happens with me and stairs. And take that one down. And are you going to be nice? No, because I'm up there. Let's go like that. And then it'll be the same thing on each side. So up one of those this time instead of full block, and then we'll put the full block in on this one. And that one, and that should, if it's behaving, go like that, and then we start again and do the same thing over here. So this is fairly routine stuff, but having lost the footage of building the actual house, I feel like I should be showing you something here. So we'll do a couple of these sides and you'll get an idea of where I'm going with this, hopefully. And one like that. So there'll be, each of the four sides will be pointed, and then hopefully they'll swing round into each other. But here is where I need to decide what it is I'm doing with this roof. And the most obvious option is to do something like that, and then fix out this one, if it'll let me. Let's see if that's done what I wanted it to. Yes, it has. And I think that's going to be the way it's going to need to go. Obviously these though will be filled in with oak, which I should have on me. I did make some. Yes, I did. Let's see if this will work for us. Because I mean, it probably won't look too good from inside, but it's not supposed to be a hugely important build in this area. It's very much a case of it's just like a little working hut for whoever's running the pumpkin farm to store their stuff in, and we can save some of those blocks that way. And then it will be the stairs again. I really could do with more slots or less tools to carry around, but you know, since when did I do things the easy way? And that'll go there, and then yeah, this is going to use up an awful lot of stair blocks, but you know what, I can always cut down more oak trees if I need to. You are different. I've taken that back instead of bringing it forward, haven't I? Let's see, so that one's there, that's right, and then there. No, not upside down, thank you. I do want them upside down sometimes, but not. It always tries to be helpful when it least needs to be. And then it'll do the usual running the slabs along, which obviously I'll have to make more of. Let's see how that looks from the angled side. Oh, I quite like that. That's actually worked out better than I hoped it would. Obviously these will need their bone block fillers in there as well, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get to now that I've done this. No, because I've basically blocked myself off from it. There we go. Let's pop some of these in to get the full effect. There we go. And we can take that one down. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I quite like that. And I'm thinking I might put another window in just there, just to give it a bit more balance. I'm not sure if I need one at the front here, because of that slab. It would basically have to be up here, and I don't think that'll work, but I might do something there to make it a little prettier. Now, I'm desperately trying not to get distracted. I have switched the live feed video of the Olympics off, but I have left the live text updates on my other screen. So yeah, I'm really trying very hard not to get distracted by it. It's very difficult. I don't watch an awful lot of sport in my day-to-day life, but when the Olympics happens, I tend to drop everything and I'm glued to the telly for however long it takes to get through. Right, I think now that we've got that established, I'll get the roof finished off camera, and then we can work on the interior a little bit, getting the windows and the floors done, and getting it linked up, because it's quite finicky, as you've seen. It does seem to take some concentration, and I tend to drift off when I'm concentrating, which doesn't make for great conversation. I might actually just move that one, or I might pile more up once I get them. I need to get some more of those growing. I also need to get an awful lot more oak going. Oh, actually no, maybe I'm alright for oak. I'm definitely going to need more spruce stairs as well, so I'll get another load of those on the go, and we'll do some more slabs as well. Probably going to need about that many. Yeah, let's do a few more stairs, just a few more, because I'm going to end up using them up anyway. I do still have plans to build a large sort of warehouse building up on that platform, and of course I do also have to keep planting my wheat over there, but I'm trying not to encroach past this line of sort of this hill line here. I want to keep it all over this side if I can, between here and the river. Pretty much this is as far over in what direction are we looking here? In the easterly direction that I want to go, because I want the sort of the castle city town wall to come across here. So right, I'll get this roof finished off, and then we'll be back to have a look at the pumpkin hut. Okay, so here we are with the roof in place. I just need to take out that climbing block that I put up there so I could get up there. Yeah, the roof's done. I'm reasonably pleased with it. I think it's about as simple as I could make it, given the shape of the house, and also, you know, bearing in mind that it's quite a small build, so I didn't want it to be all roof. Anyway, time to get some details in. I've been having an awful lot of problems with this recording. You know, I've lost visuals in places. I've had a really peculiar background hissing going on when, as far as I can tell, there's no reason for it to be there. Oh no, I'm not sure I like that after all. There's no good reason for it at all, other than possibly the actual PC tower itself was somehow vibrating the desk the microphone is resting on. But yeah, even then I really couldn't see what it was, what was causing it. So yeah, that all I can do is apologise for that and hope that I've got it fixed this time. That's why that's not doing what I wanted it to, isn't it? I wonder if bringing that out would make a difference. Probably not, because of the stairs there, but still not sure. The other alternative is to take the slabs out and run the fences along like that. How does that look? That's not bad. I just want something more decorative up here than just the step out, but I'm not sure which way to go with that. That's okay, I quite like that. The other option is stairs, of course. So we could try that with... Actually, we could try both oak and spruce stairs in there, couldn't we? No, I think that's too chunky. I preferred the slabs over that one. Oh, decisions. Let's put the slabs back in for now. And maybe the answer is just to stick a torch up there and take it off there. How does that look? Well, it's something. Okay, it'll do for now. Right, let's get this floor in place, and you'll notice there's quite a drop. I had to fill in a hole. I didn't do it very conscientiously. I probably should have filled it all in, but I didn't have a lot of dirt on me at the time. So I was lazy and didn't do it, and now I've got a big hole under my house. But yeah, we can live with that. It's not such a big deal, really, in the grand scheme of things, especially as we can just pop all this back now that we're getting some more blocks together. Yes, it'll be good. I'll fill it all the way in that time. And of course none of this will show because the floor will be in the way. But yeah. So I say, fingers crossed this will actually be an okay recording with sound and picture of a quality I'm happy with. But again, short of recording the whole thing again, we're just going to have to put up with that horrible hissing noise in the background. I will do what I can with adjusting settings and things, but I'm still learning this editing software, and I've not quite found the mixer options I need yet, so we'll see how I get on. But either way, you'll have noticed the annotation, I'm sure. Just apologising for the mess I'm making of this whole recording business today. I am having to do it in a bit of a rush. I've got limited time to get this done before I have to edit it and get it up this evening. I've had a house guest for a few days, which immediately followed a few days away. I had a long weekend away to catch up with family that I haven't seen for a while. By for a while, I mean some of them since this time last year, some of them since March, some since January. So yeah, it's been it was a fun weekend, but it does mean I had a lot of videos backlogged. But the house guest was a late addition to the plans. Actually, my youngest daughter decided to take a break from summer before her final year of university and come home for a few days, which of course, always welcome, lovely to see her. But I only got about a day's notice, which meant I had to use up all my... I needed probably to backlog today's video as well, but just didn't have time to get that done. So I'm trying to get this rushed so I can get it edited in time to get it out to you without missing a day, which has, I've discovered, become strangely important to me. I want to keep a regular schedule if I can, just because I can't help feeling that that's kind of the polite thing to do. Now, what to do with this ceiling? I could bring it all the way across, but then these oak ones will be showing, and the windows. Do you know what? I'm tempted to just sort of tidy it up a little bit by putting those in there and just saying, do you know what? I've got a weird ceiling. And I might try and fit some lighting up in there as well. That looks alright, because at least it's quite neat and tidy where the edges of each colour are going. I can live with that. We've got the door on. We do still need to work on the path a little bit as well. Did I? Yeah, I put my coarse dirt away, didn't I? Because I wasn't using it. and now I'm not using any of this either, so grab a bit of that. I don't want to go too far with this, but I think it's reasonable that there might be a bit of a muddy path building up where people are maybe trampling along here more than necessary. Pop a couple of those in there, one there, and this is going to be one of the maybe less well-worn paths as well, because how often do you need to go see the pumpkin man, really? But yeah, actually I'm quite pleased with that. And let's have a look from a distance. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was hoping to come out with by the end of the episode. Just a nice little roundish pumpkin house. We'll have the stack of pumpkins over here. We'll maybe put a little field of them down here, or possibly over to this side. Although I'm still in two minds about what to do with this. I might bring it up a level or two, but I don't want to ruin too much of the natural landscape. I quite like the way this is generated, and I quite like the idea of these houses all being just built on the level that was available at the time. So anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself again. I do that fairly often. One there. Let's just put one there. And obviously we should probably grow some trees around here and stuff as well, but it's quite nice having those in the background. That does look good. Okay, so I think I'm going to call it for now, because I'm having so many problems with this episode, with its various recording issues. It's being very high maintenance today. So really, I suppose there's nothing left to say except thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.